Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
81. Shorty. Liz.
Wentz now on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Elliott, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ram. Trey 15. Black. 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Now,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
81, 81. Wrap. 82, 82. Lynch 5-3. Straight 57.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Left side, it's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Come on now. Let's go. Forward, Tokyo.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now out come the Jags. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lynch 5-7. Sunday.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Get over there. Go.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jurrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
82.
Wentz gonna throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Wentz now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Coleman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
Hey, rip 5-2, out here. Lefty, lefty. 82, 82. Black, black, come on. Black, black.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Sunday, Sunday. 81, 81. Rip 5-7.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Lion.
On 1st down, Wentz steps away to his left, and he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tyson, 81, 81. Liz.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking. And now you're establishing the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This by 7.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Wentz now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Let's find 2. Let's find 2. Sunday. 87.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Throwing now is Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Reggie White in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Jaguars getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Grade 15, grade 15. Lion. 82, 82. That's it.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Black. Great. 82, 82.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz drops it off for Coleman. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Sunday. Lion.
Coleman now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hang in there now. Lion. Hey, Lou.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Black. Gray 15, Gray 15. Lion.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Wentz got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.